Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Man, it's Colston Loveland. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's second down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with third and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. Go back.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's first and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Positive that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. To the air, Mahomes. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on second down.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They'll run here with Henry. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Fight on these two.
He gets it again. And he's not going to get there. They get him for a loss back at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. On is Cade York for the PAT. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And gain 11 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going on 1st down, it starts. His first throw is an interception. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
1st down throw, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes now. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Cade York now on for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Charging down the middle, and they block it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
And the Colts, first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the
19,
48-yard
Tiger,
line.
19, Tiger.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hand off to Benson from the gun. It's inside the 10. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts making a 1-point game. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now it's Mahomes. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the gun, Henry. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Running once more with Henry. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Catch made. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Turning to Henry on third. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Now he's York to kick this one away. Trey Tucker to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Now begin this drive with Benson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Darker than pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, shot.
Benson now from the gun. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. It sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. Brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Benson on 1st and 10. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Benson once more. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Throwing is Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Punt meets him at the 28. Still has some space up near midfield. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Okay, ready?
So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Darts back to throw. Cut out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. That return finally ends, Brock, as they take it all the way back into the red zone.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Another run for Henry. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Vikings capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Colts 7. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, set. 19 Lion. Let's go.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
He gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Now he's York to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Going play action with Dart. Flush down out to his left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Vikings take over as he records his 10th career INT. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. And now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cade York to kick off.
Now is York to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Go!
He'll work against the blitz. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here goes Dart to the air. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Backed up just a bit following the penalty. Here's 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Darts out of the shotgun. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
It's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. Fields this at the 19. Before the return gets far.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Yellow.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
From the pistol, Henry. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Yellow. Hey, 43. 180.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Henry. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Here's start now. Caught by his fullback behind the line. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
19 Lions.
3rd and long for him here. Looking underneath here. Benson. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with Henry. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw Mahomes. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Yellow. I think
Trying to get it with the option. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Vikings with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yellow.
Running once more with Henry. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
It's Henry on the counter. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, and this is going to be 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. York knocks it through, and that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. Has room down the left sideline. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. Trey Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Colts 14.
Nevis ready to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They run. Here's Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They run it with King Henry. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it'll bounce toward the sideline, and out it goes.
At their own 11-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Benson once more. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here starts. That one finds Josh Downs. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I'll toss it here to Benson. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, he made the edge, just not a lot of room to maneuver once he got out there. They limited the damage very nicely on that toss play.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Now Darts going to the air. Going deep here for the end zone.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Now trying to run for it with Benson. Again, he's got room. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 3rd third of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Colts drop the lead back to 13. Nevis ready to send this one away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes buying some time right. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Flying down the middle with Henry. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Vikings nearing their 6th win this season. Third down, they need 7. Pistol now for Mahomes. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Drawn up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.